guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Winnie Fiesti, aka Mama de Mama. Welcome all aboard to this awesome channel. As we say, we are here to inspire and motivate and tell stories that will enrich our souls out there. So we have an awesome lady here with us, Madam Ruthalia Michael herself. She's here to tell us some amazing content that will inspire and tell us a bit or one about this person or this animal called Narcissist that iko uko nje destroying lives and keeping us in positions that we never even wished to be in such places. So a hand of applause to our guest today, Madam Ruthalia Michael herself. Welcome, Madam Ruthalia, to my YouTube channel. I'm very pleasured to have you around here with me today. So welcome once more.
Thank you so much. My name is Ruthalia Michaels. I'm a part-time entertainer, entrepreneur, and I'm so humbled to grace your show today.
Thank you.
And I'm also excited that we are going to talk about narcissism or narcissist, because it's something that has not been fully embraced in our African continent. Yet we face it each and every day.
So can you tell us the meaning of the word narcissist itself? What does it mean?
Narcissism is a person full of manipulation, a person full of him or herself, like that those people who cannot handle praise of other people, and there are also people who love manipulation. They manipulate to feed their ego, to feed their self-esteem, and for them to feel empowered or feel better.
So we have these people around and within us.
Yes.
And how do I get to spot one of them?
Spotting a narcissist is not very easy, and it's also very easy, because most of the times you'll find these people that tend to come to meet a narcissist, it's either you are directly or indirectly involved with one, or maybe you read something on a book or a blog about it. That's when you have a slight idea of who a narcissist is. But it's all about just when you see some manipulation, when you see somebody highly speaking about themselves that they cannot handle other people being spoken about, when you see somebody that it's always about them in a room, those are some of the qualities that you can tell this is not normal.
Okay.
So when you're very new, you'll just find being a normal trait. Probably you'll just feel like you're fed up with some characteristics, somebody's characteristics, and at times probably you are non-judgmental kind of a person. So you'll tend to take like this is just their form of behavior or so, but in reality, it's not the real thing. Like, you are facing something that actually need to be addressed or so. And narcissism comes in so many ways. Being a narcissist has no gender. It can be a female, it can be a male. Yes.
Okay, so how do we get to see these people, interact with them? We can interact with them either through relationships, workplaces, so we can get them in any of the places.
Family. Yes.
So if one get themselves in a position that they have narcissist people around them, how does one cope? How can I cope? Let's say I have a narcissist in my life. How do I get to cope with them?
I think that is very broad. Maybe we try and specialize in a particular branch of narcissism or narcissist. Then I think it's going to be a great topic to us, because you see, narcissism or narcissist, yes, as you said, you can find them at work, you can find them in family, you can find them in relationships, you can find them almost all over. Okay, so I think we need to trim it down. Are we talking about narcissists in relationship, in marriages, in workplaces? So all these people behave differently based on the union or where they are.
Okay, so in which direction can we take this topic today, with workplace, relationship-wise?
We can talk it about in relationship, because personally I've not experienced narcissism in workplaces, but I've experienced narcissism in relationship. So though my encounter made me go deep, study about narcissism and narcissist, that I actually came to learn different types of narcissists. So narcissism in relationship, it's something so draining. It's something that can actually, it's like you're getting yourself into a ditch. Then after some years, after some time, after the moment you're going to wake up from it, you just feel like you are buried alive. That is the feeling. Because for instance, if you're dating a narcissist man or a narcissist woman, it will be all about them. You'll be a prey as they are predators. So they consume on you. Before they even get to actually get you to be their victim, first of all, they will give you everything that you've always wished for. Because these are people actually that mimic your way of loving, how you want things to run. So they will give you exactly. For instance, if you had daddy issues or mommy issues, these people will come with those kind of traits. So for instance, if you are lacking daddy issues or mommy issues, and then you get someone who gives you all that, you tend to fall deep onto them. After they give you all that, you tend to fall deeply in love with them. Then they come now to your family, to your friends. They get so close to these people, and they tend to show all kind of love and support to these people. So you become a union now, whereby everyone is happy about your union. Not until now they start now showcasing their clothes. Yeah.
So now let's say they've started showcasing themselves, who they are, the beast they are in themselves.
Yeah. Now when they start showcasing, now that's when the real things start coming out. So now you're already good with your partner. You're so much in love. You feel like this is the last thing, the last love of your life, that you don't want to interact with any other human in your life. You'll go to a point that you've chosen them over anything or anyone just to have them. And they've already convinced the whole world, your friends, your family, that they're the ones for you. But in reality, these are just mind games that they're doing. Because it will come a time whereby now they would want to separate you from the whole world. And when it's their time now to separate you from the whole world, now it gets messy. Because there'll be issues all over, how you'll be breaking a fallout in family, friends, till you'll get into a point now everyone around you sounds to be bad or wishing you, or probably you'll feel like they're jealousy of you in your union. So you'll tend now to break so many relationships, friendship, just to have this person. So that time that you are done with your family, you are done with everyone who was close to you, and these are the people now close, and this the person now close to you. Now they start showing you the real animal that's here. So manipulation gets so deep, sabotagation gets so deep, guilt tripping gets so deep, and all that, till they feel like they have taken, they're eaters. They've taken most of part of your meat. Now you're just like bones, a skeleton, or rather just a moving body with nothing.
So they just want to make you feel wasted, worthless, you have no meaning, you just like a scarecrow just within.
Yes. So before they even get there, they get you there. This person would come into your life, find you, probably you're fond of a particular behavior, a particular lifestyle, then they try to change you to be something else. Now, since you're so much in love, you'll find yourself changing for this person, because you feel like they're providing the whole world.
You love so much.
You love so much. So you change yourself to be them. You change your lifestyle. You even change your behavior and all that. Then putting in mind that you also had a drift, or rather falling out with your family and friend. So you just stuck with this one person.
Wow.
Yeah. So when stuck to this person, and then they start showing you the clothes now, testing you with 1, 2, 3. Now they hit you with something. the heat is, I'm not talking a physical thing, but of course, yeah, there are those that can get to that extent physically. So yeah. So when it gets there, you don't have anyone to talk to. So you end up crying and all that. You're like, no, I'm fighting for this love. And in the process of fighting for this love, they are happy. So that is the time whereby they want now to start playing games. They want to have here and there. They love the thrill, and the thrill gets more tasty when you're still there existing. Because when you're not there, it's no more.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you've gotten yourself in such a situation and you want to get out of it, because you've come to realize maybe within that period, within those years, you've seen that you're not the same person, you've started changing, and you decide that this is a done deal, I want to get myself out of this mess. How can one get out of it and one starts healing themselves? How is the journey through healing from such people that you've interacted with? Because that's a narcissist, he has drained myself out. I want to feel that vibe in me as I was back then before I had this person in my life. How do I start to resurrect that Winnie in me, or that gentleman, or that lady inside me, to be the perfect person that I was, or to be something much more that I desired to be? How do I heal?
First of all, it's not easy for a person to get themselves out there or to want to heal, not unless they have pushed you to the wall, like you've had enough dramas, you've lost friendship, you've lost family, you've lost probably your job. They would even tell you probably this job is not good for you, you can just rest and not work, I will provide this for you. So probably as a woman or a man, you tend to feel like, oh, okay, he's been providing or she's been providing, then I can just leave this job. But in reality, that wasn't the main idea. The main idea was to just capture you so that you are so hopeless that you're not interacting with other people to talk about what you're facing. So it will reach a point that you feel like you're so drained, you're so you feel like you are a dead person walking, and that is your turning point. Now there are different people. There are people that would want to would start talking to other people, and probably you land into people who have an idea of narcissism and narcissist, and since it gets you with that zeal and zest of getting to know, like, who am I dating, or who am I seeing, or who am I married to. So in that process of seeking all those answers, and probably you get someone who's going to handle your mental health, that is one way that you're going to get yourself out there. But most of the times, the victims don't want to get out of that union, because it's not easy to convince the mind that you're not seeing that this person has changed. You feel like this is just some of those challenges that we are used to hear in relationship on marriages. You think, for instance, if the lady is a victim, she'll think like probably there's a third woman, or there's a third party in our house, so I need to fight back for my love and stuff, and that is how you're losing it. So you can actually get yourself out of it through mental therapies, or I would say, like in my case, I found myself joining and following pages of narcissist therapies, and I learned from there what is it all about, how to go about it, and all that. But there are places you can actually go for counseling, whereby they can actually get you from that mental bondage.
Okay.
Yes.
So if one decides to, and it's not that quite easy for one to get themselves out of that mess.
It's not easy.
It requires a lot of resilience, a lot of things from you if you decide to get
self-love and all that. Because in some situation you'll find that probably this is a woman or a man married for 50 years, you have kids, you have grandkids. How do you even, like, you've lived for all those years without even noticing. So probably from now interacting and from talking out, you discover that you are not dating a normal person. But with you, all those previous years, you used to think that these are just some of those challenges that people face in marriages or in relationships. So such kind of a person, it's either you just stick there, but you get to accept that I have a narcissist. So this time around, there'll be two forces, your force and this other force. So you won't be reacting to their things anytime they're trying to guilty trip you, anytime they're trying to sabotage you, anytime they're trying to manipulate you. You'll be tending to like being a neutral force, like, we are talking maneno mengi mengi, I know what person I'm dealing with. But I wouldn't advise someone to stick around if they feel like they can't do anymore. You can actually be helped. You can actually leave and also leave that that mental bondage and free yourself from it. You can actually do that. Then there are those people who are just dating, just a normal dating relationship. You don't have kids together. You don't have anything. I don't think if it's so healthy for you to keep yourself in such scenario whereby you've learned, you've known what you've been going through, or what you are captured into. That I would advise someone to run after their life, and the only way to run after your life is by talking out, is by sharing it with people who have embraced narcissism, or professionals, that is counselors who can help you to get out of it. And
do these so-called narcissist people change?
To be sincere, narcissists don't change. They don't change.
So even if one gives them like 20 years, let's say, like you say, I want to try and change this person, or I want to give this person a certain period of time so that this person can change.
You know, that is like a spirit or something in them that they have to feed on it. So if somebody feeds on manipulation, if somebody feeds on praises and all that, anytime they're lacking that, they feel like they're dead. So they will, if they find out that you've discovered about them, they will go on to the next victim. So their way of life is getting a victim, a victim, a victim, a victim till the end of life. And if at all you're going to find yourself like you're going to be in that union like forever, then that means you're dying with them. Because after they've made you now, they are a total prey and a total idol, whereby you're just worshiping them. You're just worshiping them. That means you have no friends, you have no family, you have no one. So anytime that this narcissist just drop dead, you also feel like now the world is scattered, because you also don't know where you're going to start. You don't know who you're going to talk to. You don't know. So the pain and that loneliness and all that will just take you to grave. So narcissism and narcissists don't change, because they feed. And not unless now that is after that idea or that conclusion, I got it from the many therapists that I followed. That was how they ended it. So it's either you choose to stick with this person, but this time around you're sticking with this person knowing whom you're dealing with, or you choose yourself and run. Murife.
Murife,
run. Yeah.
Okay, so according with the experience that you got, are you grateful? Are you thankful?
Yes, I would say I'm so much grateful. There was even this time I was talking to my friends. They were talking of heartbreaks and all that. And I told them, I don't even remember when was the last time I was heartbroken. I think 3 years ago or so. Nilikuwa naambia mimi nimekuwa Taliban. But nikasema Taliban is not the word. Right now I'm so alert, because I can smell a narcissist. I can sniff, exactly. I can actually sniff. I can actually tell the moment somebody just opened their mouth just by conversing with them. I know, no, this is a no-go zone.
Snaps that.
It's a no-go zone. So it's a beautiful thing getting to know all these characteristics, because it tends to make your work easier when you're trying to select. In HR, we call it recruitment and selection. So you'll be recruiting and also selecting if this is the right candidate or this is the right person to
for that presidential
or not. Yes.
Okay, that's great. So what do you tell our audience out there? What word of motivation, of inspiration do you have for that young person, for that old person, for any person out there that has gotten to see this video? What word do you have for that person out there sitting and looking at you, from hearing the stories, the hits about this and that? What word do you have for that person out there watching you right now?
Narcissism is so real. We need to embrace it. as African continent.
Yeah.
We need to really embrace it, and we also need to love ourselves. Let's not be manipulated, let's not be guilty trip to things so that somebody just takes our power and all that. If somebody loves you, then they loved you, they need to love you all through for who you are. They should not change you to be someone else for you to sound better or good, not unless if the change is actually making sense also, because most of the things that they try to bring in our lives most of the time doesn't make sense. But when you're in love, you'll feel like this is
everything.
This is the everything that I need. You can also rescue yourself from narcissism. Just speak it out. Speak to the right people. If the people around you are not the right people, I'll urge you to go for mental therapies. They're all over. Coast General provides free counseling. Go there, cry, talk. Let all demons, all that spirit just come out of your life and move. And thirdly, narcissism is everywhere. I'm also a narcissist, you're a narcissist, but the levels of or how we tend to bring it out, differs. So always be attentive and alert when you're having conversations with people. Try to study behavior of people, and that's how you're going to get yourself out of the cave of narcissistic world.
Okay. You have any other word to top it up?
Not really. I just tell people to love themselves and they should put themselves first.
Wow, that's great. Guys, I hope you've learned not even one or two. Hope you've learned a whole paragraph from these stories that you've had just right now. I hope this story that has just been shared to us, the points, the details, I hope that you take them bit by bit, get to categorize your relationship and know the state or the stage that you are right now. And just within yourself, and ask yourself the question, am I the narcissist, or is he the narcissist, or is she the narcissist? Get to evaluate yourself from this point on forward, and stick to choosing yourself, because you'll always come first and you are always a priority to yourself. Yes, guys, hope you've heard each and every bit, and that was an amazing story from Miss right here, Rutalia Michaels. Yes, guys, get to share the story around. Get to drop a comment if you are able to watch the video from the start to the end. And if you have done it, there will always be a prize for anybody who gets to watch the videos till to the end. I was happy to be your host, Winnie Fiesti, aka Mama de Mama, and our guest here, Rutalia Michaels. Till then, guys, goodbye.